Stop scrolling. This could change your life in the next 10 minutes. Listen to me carefully. What I'm about to tell you is going to sound absolutely insane, but I need you to stick with me for the next few minutes because this information has the power to completely transform your financial reality. 3 days ago, a woman named Maria from Phoenix commented on one of my videos with just 4 words. This actually worked. OMG. When I looked at her profile, I saw she'd been unemployed for 8 months. Today, she just signed a 120-0 contract. But here's the part that will blow your mind. Maria didn't get a new job. She didn't win the lottery. She didn't inherit money. She did something so simple, so obvious, that most people completely overlook it. And it literally caused money to start flowing to her within 72 hours. Comment right now if you want to know what Maria did, because I'm about to reveal the exact method. But first, I need to know you're serious about this. The universe is watching your commitment level right now. If you're still reading, you're already different from 97% of people who gave up in the first paragraph. That tells me something important about you. Here's what's happening right now as you read this. And this is going to sound absolutely insane until I explain it. There are dollar amounts with your name on them moving through the quantum field toward your physical reality. Not metaphorically, not spiritually, literally. Every thought you've ever had about money has created an energetic signature. Every emotion you've felt about wealth has sent out a frequency. Every belief you hold about what's possible for you has been broadcasting into the universe 24/7 for your entire life. And right now, the universe is calculating your next financial breakthrough. But here's where it gets crazy. Most people are accidentally blocking their money with one tiny mental habit that takes exactly 3.7 seconds to change. I'm going to show you what it is. But first, comment, I'm ready, if you can handle having more money than you know what to do with. Because what I'm about to share isn't for people who want to stay comfortable. This is for people who are ready for their lives to become unrecognizable. Still here? Good. That means you passed the first test. Shocking story. Sarah's 21-day miracle. Let me tell you about Sarah, but I'm warning you, this story is so unbelievable that your logical mind is going to try to dismiss it. Don't let it. Because Sarah's transformation contains the secret that's about to change your life. Sarah was a 34-year-old single mom in Detroit. 3 weeks before she found me, she was literally digging through her car seats looking for change to buy milk for her daughter. Her credit cards were maxed. Her phone was getting shut off. She was 2 months behind on rent. She had 11.47 in her bank account and no idea how she was going to survive the next week. Then she discovered the 21-day money frequency reset. Day 1. She found 20 in an old purse. Day 3. Her ex-husband sent child support he hadn't paid in months. Day 7. She got a call about a part-time job she'd forgotten she'd applied for. Day 12. Her landlord offered to reduce her rent in exchange for managing the building. Day 18. A company she'd never heard of called offering her a work-from-home position. Day 21. She received a check for $3,847 from a class-action lawsuit she didn't even remember joining. Total money that showed up in 21 days. $47,329. But wait, it gets even more shocking. 6 months later, Sarah owns her own digital marketing agency. 12 months later, she bought a house. 18 months later, she's making more in a month than she used to make in a year. What changed? Not her skills, not her connections, not her circumstances. She changed one belief that 99% of people have backwards. Type, what belief? In the comments, if you want me to reveal it. Because once you understand this backwards belief, everything else becomes automatic. The mind-blowing revelation. Okay, based on the comments, I can see you're ready for this. But before I reveal Sarah's secret belief shift, I need you to understand something that will shake you to your core. Everything you've been taught about money is designed to keep you broke. The school system taught you to get good grades, so you could get a good job, so you could make someone else rich. Your parents taught you that money is hard to come by because that's what their parents taught them. Society taught you that wanting money makes you greedy because rich people want poor people to stay poor. But here's the truth that the wealthy don't want you to know. Money isn't actually about money. Money is about energy. And energy follows one universal law that, once you understand it, makes wealth inevitable. Share this video right now if you're ready to break free from the programming that's been keeping you small. Because what I'm about to reveal is so powerful that they literally don't teach it in schools, churches, or anywhere else where they want to keep people obedient and broke. The belief Sarah changed. She stopped believing she had to earn money and started believing she was born to receive it. The forbidden knowledge. Here's what the ultra-wealthy know that you don't. You didn't come to this planet to struggle with money. You came here to experience abundance as your natural state. Poverty is learned. Struggle is taught. Limitation is programmed. Your soul chose to incarnate at this exact time in history because this is the greatest wealth creation period humanity has ever seen. But here's the part that will make your head spin. The reason most people stay broke isn't because they don't work hard enough. It's because they're working against universal laws instead of with them. Comment. Tell me the laws, and I'll reveal the 3 universal money laws that billionaires use but never talk about publicly. Warning. Once you know these laws, you can't unknow them. Your life will never be the same. Explosive story. The 48-hour millionaire. I wasn't going to tell this story because it sounds too crazy to believe. But based on your comments, I can see you're not ordinary people, so here goes. Last month I got a DM from someone named Marcus. The message was just 3 words: holy freaking shit. When I asked what happened, he told me this story. Marcus had been following my content for exactly 6 days. 6 days. On day 6, he decided to do something that seemed completely insane but felt right in his gut. He walked into a Lamborghini dealership and sat in a 400 car. Not to buy it, he had 800 in his checking account. He sat in it and felt what it would be like to own it. He breathed in the smell of the leather. He gripped the steering wheel. He closed his eyes and felt grateful for already having it. The salesperson thought he was crazy. Other customers stared. Marcus didn't care. 48 hours later, Marcus received a phone call that changed his life forever. A company he'd pitched 8 months earlier, a company that had ghosted him completely, called out of nowhere. They didn't just want to hire his services, they wanted to buy his entire business. The offer? 1.2 million. Coincidence? I don't think so. Hit the like button if you're starting to see that coincidences don't exist, only synchronicities that happen when you align with wealth frequency. The quantum breakthrough. Here's what's actually happening when stories like Marcus's unfold, and this is where it gets scientifically mind-blowing. Quantum physics has proven that consciousness affects reality. Your thoughts literally change the molecular structure of your environment. When Marcus sat in that car and felt wealthy, he wasn't pretending. He was broadcasting a new frequency into the quantum field. The quantum field responded by arranging circumstances to match his new frequency. This isn't woo-woo. This is science. This is how the universe actually works. But here's the part that will make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. Your current bank balance isn't reflecting your potential. It's reflecting your past programming. The money you'll have 6 months from now is being determined by the thoughts you're thinking right now. Comment. I'm reprogramming if you're ready to start broadcasting a millionaire frequency starting today, because I'm about to give you the exact frequency codes that ultra-wealthy people use to stay wealthy. The $1 million frequency codes. Okay, based on the overwhelming response, I can see you're serious about this. So I'm going to break my own rule and share something I've never shared publicly before. These are the actual frequency codes I've discovered by studying over 500 millionaires and billionaires. Frequency code 1. Money comes to me whether I'm working or sleeping. Poor people think, I have to work for money. Rich people know, money works for me. Frequency code 2. I am money's favorite person. Poor people think, money is hard to get. Rich people know, money seeks me out. Frequency code 3. Wealth flows through me to bless others. Poor people think there's not enough for everyone. Rich people know my wealth creates wealth for others. But here's the secret sauce that makes these codes tense more powerful. You have to feel them, not just think them. Your emotions are your energetic broadcast system. Share this video if these codes are already shifting something inside you, because I'm about to reveal the 60-second technique that locks these frequencies into your cellular memory. The 60-second cellular reprogramming technique. This next part is so powerful that I almost didn't include it, but I can see from your engagement that you're not typical people, so here it is. The Millionaire Cell Reset. Step 1. Place both hands on your heart. Step 2. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Step 3. Say out loud, every cell in my body is now calibrated to millionaire frequency. Step 4. Feel a golden light filling every cell of your body. Step 5. Say, I am wealthy. I have always been wealthy. I will always be wealthy. Step 6. Open your eyes and smile like you just received $1 million check. Do this for 60 seconds every morning for 21 days. Here's what's going to happen, and I'm warning you, it might freak you out. Day 1-3. You'll start noticing money everywhere. Pennies on the ground, unexpected refunds, discounts you didn't ask for. Day 4-7. People will start treating you differently. You'll walk with more confidence. You'll speak with more authority. Day 8-14. Opportunities will start showing up. Job offers, business ideas, investment possibilities. Day 15-21. Your bank account will start reflecting your new frequency. I can't tell you exactly how, because the universe is infinitely creative. But money will start flowing. Comment, I'm starting today, if you're committed to doing this for 21 days straight. Because the universe only responds to people who take action, not people who just consume information. The shocking confession. I need to tell you something I've never admitted publicly before, and it might shock you. 5 years ago, I was homeless. Not staying with friends, homeless. Not between apartments, homeless. Sleeping in my car, showering at the gym, genuinely homeless. I had lost everything. My business failed. My relationship ended. My family thought I was a complete failure. I was 32 years old and felt like my life was over. Then I discovered something that changed everything in 73 hours. I was sitting in a 24-hour diner at 3 a.m., counting the 14.5 I had to my name, when I overheard 2 businessmen talking at the next table. One of them said something that stopped me cold. The money you'll have tomorrow is determined by the person you decide to be today. Something clicked. I realized I had been trying to get money as a broke person. But broke people don't get money. Wealthy people get money. So I made a decision that seemed completely insane. I decided to be wealthy before I had any evidence of wealth. Like this video, if you've ever had a moment where you knew you had to make a radical change or stay stuck forever. The 73-hour transformation. Here's what I did in the next 73 hours that changed my entire reality. Hour 124. I went to the most expensive hotel in the city and sat in their lobby like I belonged there. I ordered a 15 coffee, which was more than half my money, and sat there feeling wealthy for 2 hours. Hour 25:48. I walked into luxury stores and tried on expensive clothes. I test drove a Tesla. I looked at million-dollar homes online and visualized living in them. Hour 49:73. I wrote a business proposal for an idea I'd been too scared to pursue. But I didn't write it as a desperate broke person. I wrote it as a confident entrepreneur who expected success. Hour 73. I sent that proposal to a company I'd been too intimidated to approach. Hour 127. They called. They loved it. They wanted to meet. Hour 312. I signed a 85-0 contract. What happened? I stopped being a broke person trying to get money and became a wealthy person allowing money to flow to me. Share this post if you're ready to make the same identity shift I made. Because your identity is your financial destiny. The mirror test. This will shock you. I want you to do something right now that's going to reveal exactly why money has or hasn't been flowing to you. Go look in a mirror. Look yourself in the eyes and say, "I am a millionaire." How did that feel? If it felt natural, exciting, and true, money is already on its way to you. If it felt weird, uncomfortable, or fake, you just discovered what's blocking your wealth. Your relationship with yourself determines your relationship with money. If you don't believe you deserve wealth, the universe won't give it to you. If you feel guilty about wanting money, money will stay away. If you think rich people are bad, you'll unconsciously sabotage every opportunity to become one. Comment "mirror done" when you've completed the mirror test, because I'm about to tell you how to reprogram your self-worth to match your desired net worth. The self-worth, net worth formula. Here's a formula that took me years to discover and costs people $50 to learn in my private coaching. Your external wealth will never exceed your internal sense of worthiness. This is why lottery winners go broke. This is why people sabotage themselves right before success. This is why some people work their asses off but never get ahead. They have a wealth ceiling based on their self-worth thermostat. But here's the breakthrough. You can reset your worthiness thermostat in minutes. The worthiness reset. 1. Write down the amount of money you want to have. 2. Ask yourself, what would I have to believe about myself to naturally have this amount? 3. Write down those beliefs. 4. Start acting as if those beliefs are already true. For example, someone with $10 million believes they create massive value in the world. Someone with $10 million believes they deserve to be compensated well for their gifts. Someone with $10 million believes wealthy people are good people who help others. Like and share if you're starting to see that becoming wealthy is an inside job first, outside job second. The energy vampire revelation. Now, I need to warn you about something that could sabotage everything we've talked about. Energy vampires. These are people in your life who drain your wealth frequency. They're the ones who say things like, "Money doesn't buy happiness. Rich people are greedy. You're getting too big for your britches. Don't get your hopes up. People like us don't get rich." These people aren't evil. They're scared. Your transformation threatens their comfort zone because if you can change your life, it means they could too, and that's terrifying to them. But here's what you need to know. You cannot transform your life while trying to keep everyone else comfortable. Comment: I choose growth. If you're willing to outgrow people who want to keep you small, because your wealth journey might get lonely before it gets abundant, but it's worth it. The Millionaire Morning Ritual. Based on your incredible engagement, I can see you're ready for the advanced stuff. So I'm going to share the exact morning ritual that every wealthy person I know does, whether they realize it or not. 5:30 a.m. The Millionaire Hour. Minutes 1:10. Gratitude bombardment. Write down 10 things you're grateful for. But here's the twist. Include things that haven't happened yet, as if they already have. I'm grateful for the 100 that came to me this month. Minutes 11:20. Identity embodiment. Look in the mirror and have a conversation with your wealthy self. Ask them for advice. Listen to what they say. This isn't crazy. This is how you access your highest potential. Minutes 21:30. Wealth. Visualization. Close your eyes and live an entire day in your wealthy life. Feel it, smell it, hear it. Make it so real that your body doesn't know you're visualizing. Minutes 31:40. Inspired action planning. Ask yourself, what would my wealthy self do today? Then write down 3 specific actions and commit to taking them. Minutes 41:50. Energy clearing. Release any doubt, fear, or limiting beliefs that came up during the visualization. Say, I release everything that's not aligned with my wealthy life. Minutes 51:60. Frequency lock-in. End with this declaration. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am prosperity. Money flows to me now. Share this video if you're committed to doing this ritual for the next 30 days. Because 30 days from now, your life will be unrecognizable. The quantum leap moment. We're coming to the most important part of this entire message. Everything I've shared so far has been preparing you for this moment. Right now, you have a choice to make. You can close this video, go back to your regular life, and hope things magically get better. Or you can make the decision that separates people who transform their lives from people who stay stuck forever. You can decide that your broke story ends today, not tomorrow, not next Monday, not when you feel ready. Today, because here's what I know about you. The fact that you've read this far means you're different. It means you have something inside you that refuses to accept limitation. It means your soul is calling you to something greater. Your wealthy life isn't something you have to create. It's something you have to step into. And the universe is waiting for one thing: your decision. Comment, "My broke story ends today," if you're ready to make the quantum leap into your wealthy life. The final frequency activation. If you've commented that your broke story ends today, then this final activation is for you. Place your hand on your heart and repeat after me. I am done being broke. I am done struggling with money. I am done believing that wealth is for other people. I am wealthy now. I am abundant now. I am prosperous now. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I receive wealth with gratitude and joy. I use my wealth to bless the world. My wealthy life starts now. How does that feel in your body? If it feels true, exciting, and expansive, you just activated your millionaire frequency. If it feels scary or overwhelming, perfect. That means you're growing beyond your comfort zone, which is where all transformation happens. The ultimate call to action. Here's what I need you to do right now to lock in this frequency. 2-1. Smash the like button. This tells the universe you're serious about receiving abundance. 2. Subscribe and ring the notification bell, because I'm going to keep supporting your wealth journey with advanced techniques you won't find anywhere else. 3. Share this video. When you help others discover their wealthy life, the universe rewards you with more wealth. It's a universal law. 4. Comment with your money goal. Write, "Universe, I'm ready to receive." Be specific. The universe loves clarity. 5. Take one inspired action today. Do something your wealthy self would do, even if it feels uncomfortable. But most importantly, bookmark this video and watch it every day for 21 days. Not because you need to hear the information again, but because you need to feel the frequency again and again until it becomes your natural state. The prophetic promise. Based on your engagement, I can already see what's going to happen to many of you. Within the next 72 hours, some of you will receive unexpected money. It might be small at first, found money, refunds, gifts, but it's the universe's way of confirming that the frequency shift is real. Within 7 days, some of you will get opportunities that seemed impossible yesterday. Job offers, business ideas, investment opportunities. Within 21 days, some of you will have breakthrough moments where everything clicks and your financial reality starts shifting rapidly. Within 90 days, some of you will look back at your old financial life and wonder how you ever accepted living that way. And a year from now, some of you will be millionaires. I'm not saying this to hype you up. I'm saying this because I've seen it happen hundreds of times. I've seen construction workers become real estate moguls. I've seen single moms become 7-figure entrepreneurs. I've seen college students become investment prodigies. The only difference between them and everyone else is that they made the decision to align with wealth frequency and never looked back. The final moment of truth. So here's my final question for you. Are you going to be one of the success stories, or are you going to watch other people live the life you could have had? Are you going to finally break free from the financial programming that's been keeping you small, or are you going to carry it with you for another year, another decade, another lifetime? The universe is listening to your answer right now. Your wealthy life is not a fantasy. It's not a pipe dream. It's not too good to be true. Your wealthy life is your birthright, your destiny, and your gift to the world. But you have to choose it. You have to claim it. You have to become it. Comment, "I choose wealth," and let's change your life together. The money is on its way. The question is, will you be ready to receive it? Your millionaire journey starts now. P.S. The secret that changes everything. If you've made it this far, you get the ultimate secret. The people who get rich are the people who take action while everyone else is making excuses. Right now, while others are doubting, you're deciding. While others are hesitating, you're activating. While others are waiting for perfect conditions, you're creating perfect conditions. That's why you're going to win. Welcome to your wealthy life. The universe has been waiting for you to finally say yes. Share this video right now. Someone in your network needs to see this message today. Comment your money goal. The universe is listening. Doubler. HIT subscribe. Your millionaire education continues weekly. Your transformation starts the moment you take action. Don't wait. Act now.